You ever seen a brilliant chess move that you have to pause the video and think about your whole life? Well, buckle up because you are about to see the mind-blowing, brilliant chess game played in history. I'm about to uncock 5 most brilliant chess tactics in history. And these aren't just normal good moves. These are well calculated, engine accepted, and peak played moves. So without further ado, please like the video, let's get right into it. In this first example, white ignored the threat and captured this pawn, and it's obvious that this is a blunder. Now in this position, black uncocked the most saucy, brilliant and incredible rook sacrifice. Left the king exposed, just sacrificed the rook. And this is a mind-blowing rook sacrifice because the pawn can't take like this because this is mate, obviously mate. You must capture this way, and when you do that, the queen can slide in, give a check, you block with your rook, it goes down, gives another check, you block with your rook, you can now push the pawn, you must come up with your king, now slide back and give you another check. Note that this king cannot come to the h5 because the rook covers that file. His only option is to take the pawn, and the moment the king does that, you give a check to the king, and in a matter of moves, this king is roast. The king is just gone. How brilliant is that? Now in this second example, it is normal to push a passed pawn, especially when your opponent's queen, rook and bishop are all eyeing that particular pawn. And this is exactly what black did in this position. Pushed the pawn, but it was actually a blunder, as notice that this rook cannot capture because then you have to prove your advantage. Obviously this will result in a mate. You can't do that, so you must go here, and the moment he does that, check and mate. Yeah, and how brilliant is that? Going forward, these examples from here are a little bit advanced. I will do my best to make you understand. Now you see in this position, black sacrificed the bishop, white accepted it and gave a couple of checks, and at this position he sacrificed his queen and white took and he mated the queen. Now if you are wondering why white didn't move here, it's because this leads to checkmate, so the only option was for white to push the pawn. This fourth one has to do with a properly played endgame. You can see in this position, black just played into the hands of white, white captured, symmetry captured. Now most players will play this, which is not losing, but it's not the best way to play it. The best way to play this particular position is to move here with your king, cut off the king from coming to this rank, and in due time black will run out of squares. And the moment black does that, note, you don't follow black and move your king down here, but you leave your king right here and push 2 pawns. No matter what black does, you are winning, and you win the game in due time, and you are promoted to. So the last example on our list is kind of complicated, and I will tell you why. This position, white left black with no choice but to capture the knight. The moment he does this, you notice that the king is exposed. Now this brilliant tactic stops here. It gives black the opportunity to create its own attack, its own threat. As you can see from this position, that white can either choose on how it wants to progress with the attack. So with these 5 brilliant chess tactics, let me know which one is your favorite. Please like, share and subscribe.